Hello. Jeff here, Thrift Sell Thrift, back with another Goodwill Bins thrift haul. Right here, I'm kind of showing off. I just set up a shelf for my mugs because I have a lot of mugs, way more mugs than are shown there, and I think I'm actually going to build a shelf for there and put that one back in the house. It's kind of a nice shelf. We can go in the house, and then I'll just make a kind of random, not special shelf for all the mugs right there. All right, so here is there it is in the shot, my table with the things I got in my last haul. It took me a little bit to get a full cart again. I've been getting, like $10, $20 worth of stuff for like $100, $150 profit lately instead of a full cart, but this was a full cart with some extras. One thing in here that I kind of have covered up right here is super fun, and I don't know yet if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to try and profit from it, but I only paid $5 for it. So it was kind of this thing that rolled in front of me and I had to buy it because it was only $5, and just to like look at it for a little while is way worth $5. How cool it is. But I'll show you that in a sec. The rest of this stuff is pretty decent stuff. I think that every time you watch one of my videos, you might find at least one or two things that you've never seen before, because oftentimes it's the case that I am bringing home a couple of things that I've never seen before. So hopefully the camera will stay up here. Let's see. And I'll just start showing you clothes. First off, we have a rain jacket. Berghaus rain jacket. Looks barely worn, barely used. If I remember right, I looked them up. They're kind of like high end. Some of them are high end. Some of the better ones can go for between $50 and $75, and I think there's even ones that are even more than that. This one I looked up, and I think it's about $50. So I'll probably try and get between $25 and $35 for it. Then we got a vintage t-shirt. It's kind of okay. It's kind of mid. It's got a nice script on it, and that's all embroidered stuff. Even the main logo. So it's just kind of for the right person. It's kind of a nice vintage t-shirt. I think I'll try for $10 on that at least. And then I have a denim Harley Davidson. Show that good. There's the back Harley Davidson button-up shirt. It's on a Hong Kong tag, so I think it's vintage. I'm gonna try for $50 on that. So I'm probably gonna list it for $75, because some of the vintage ones can go for pretty good money. Harley Davidson is highly sought after and smells good, and it's in really good shape. And it's got it's kind of hard to see the graphic, but it's got pinstriping and looks pretty cool. So I'll try for a $50 profit on that. So I'll probably list it for like $65, $75. And just for clarity's sake, I think what I have there should at least profit, or should at least pay for the cart, those few items. And then everything else, like always, is profit on top of that. This is a large, what is it called? Lifted Research Group t-shirt, kind of basic, but it's a brand that people like right now. I'll try and get $5 at the resale place. Pop that right in my bag. My bag's empty right now because I took bags and sold bags. Again, what did I get this time? This time I think I got $75, so it was on the lower end in this past trip. But here's a nice windbreaker, Oregon windbreaker, Columbia, size large. pretty decent looking for the person that likes this kind of thing. Nice and clean. I'll probably try and get 20 bucks off it. I'll probably list it for 30. See if I can't send out an offer or get an offer for 20 on it. This one is a, I guess, leopard print Nike cropped sweatshirt. Women's. I didn't even look this up. It was just clean, and I thought, I'll take a chance on that. So I'll probably, because it's so clean and Nike, I'll probably list it for, I don't know, 30, 40 bucks, unless it pops up being one that is worth more money than that. But I'll probably list it for 30 or 40 bucks and hope to get 20 bucks out of it. I think in terms of weight, I'd pay like $3 for that, so $20 profit would be good. Here is a Carhartt fleece. It's kind of nice. I might actually wear this, but it's got reinforcement on the top and on the elbows. It's in really good shape. Just needs a lint brush taken to it because it's black, but it's in really good shape. Size extra large, fitted. I didn't even look this up. Again, Carhartt is just a brand that if it's in good shape, you probably can make money off of it for what we pay. So I probably paid, in terms of weight, I probably paid $5 for that, maybe less, probably less, and I should make 20, maybe 25 bucks off of it. So that's good. All right, let's see. I got a little message on my phone here. I'm gonna have to, might have to actually take that off. If I can. Good. All right. Still good, still going. And up next, I'll slide this over for a sec. Up next is a Nautica windbreaker. Really good shape. Nautica is one of those Y2K, it's a vintage brand, still making clothing, but it's one of the ones that I'm surprised more people don't pick up. I know some people like it because I sell it every time. It just doesn't seem as popular with as many people as some of the other vintage clothing, but it's a nice windbreaker with a zip out hood, nice color block, just in really good shape, and I should make 20 bucks on it. Embroidery is all in good shape, nice zipper pulls on it, so I should make 20 on that off of eBay. And up next is a t-shirt, just a Breweriana one, some more hard word to say. Breweriana, every time it's hard. Cascade Ale is out of Bend, Oregon is the beer. Deschutes Brewery looks like, just a t-shirt in good shape. I'd like to get 10 bucks for it. I'd be happy at 10 bucks. This is a pair of Carhartt pants that are they got the look going on, faded, blue, patched pants. I don't know. This one's probably put it in a bag and sell it at the resell place, or maybe sell it in a bag to a vintage person that likes patched up stuff. I still don't know exactly what I'll do with those, so I'll leave them out for a sec. And then this last article of clothing is a sweatshirt. Just says something on it that I was just like, it's a vintage sweatshirt. It's in good shape. It's a good color green. Just says some embroidery on it. I think that's a place. So it's just like a tourist, I guess, one. But who knows? Good shape, vintage tag, good color, green, fade, nice fade on certain areas. So I'll put that in the resale bag. Maybe they'll buy it from me. Pretty much just taking a chance on it, and it was adding weight to my cart so that I could get the price break. All the rest of this stuff is down here, so I'll pull the camera down and switch it. Let's see here. Alright, so I'll kind of stay on this side of that item, save it for last if I can. It's going to be kind of hard. Let's see. I'll just start here. So 3 Sony Walkmans. Not sure if they're working. Not really concerned if they're working or not. I think I showed in a one of the last couple videos, I found another Sony Walkman, and so I'll take all 4 of those. Actually, I already did it. I took all 4 of them, allotted them up, and they're listed on eBay right now. I think I have them listed for 45 bucks for all of them. And I have them listed for parts or repair, so I don't have to even worry whether they work or not. The person buying them knows that I don't know if they work or not. All the condition is shown in pictures, and it says in the listing for parts or repair, so they know there should be no trouble selling something like that. I've done it a bunch of times. I do it with cameras, I do it with other stuff. Like, this is another thing I'm going to sell the same way. I'm not even going to test it. I'm just going to write in the listing, sold for parts or repair, untested, and I'm going to put $35 on it. I think it's one that if it works, or for someone who knows how they work and has no problem, messing with them and wants to take the chance on buying it, maybe they need new knobs for theirs or something, or maybe they need a new whatever, and 35 bucks is worth it to make theirs work. These things new cost over $100, so that's just quick money basically. It's an electronic, all these are electronic prices, so I pay 69 cents a pound on them. There's probably only like 2 or 3 pounds there, and so that's good money. I don't know what I said. Oh, I have this for 35. I'm probably going to try and get 35 out of that, so that's what, 80 bucks. Not bad. These guys I just grabbed because I needed weight. They were brand new. This one's open, but I already looked at it, and it's just a put it in your car charger type thing, I think. Another thing, I didn't even look this up. I don't know its value at all. These couple of things are just things I probably would put in a garage sale later in the springtime, which is coming up, so that's good. This one is a new cartridge for one of these brother things. If I remember right, that goes for 25 bucks. Let's see, this is a new Disney car. It's in the package, and so I grabbed it because these things are good money when they're in the package. For what I pay like, let's say based on the weight or whatever, I pay 10 cents for that. It probably gets 10 bucks. No problem. This is an old plastic truck. I forget the brand. It's in here. Irwin Corp. There it is. Old plastic truck. I don't know how much it's worth. Just needed weight again to get the price break. I was on kind of the edge where I was like, if I don't get weight, then I pay more money. So I picked it up. I think I could easily get 10-15 bucks for it. I'll list it. It's in really good shape. Some people like these old plastic toys. I've sold bunches of a different brands before. But that one I've never sold, and so I'll be learning on that one. This is a in the box. Looks like it's been opened, but in the box, whatever this is, microphone. I really am not concerned with stuff like this, unless I look it up and it's worth a lot of money. I'm really not concerned with it. It's just a thing to help me get weight and get the price break, and then it's like a $5 garage sale item, and someone else can take it and, for cheap can goof around with it and see if it's something they like or can use or whatever. I've been told I have really good garage sales. This is a vintage Platoon toy. The bubble is off the card, but it does look like all the parts are there. I looked this up, and they're going, if the bubble wasn't damaged, it goes for over $50. So it's, 2007. 21st Century Toys is a good toy brand to know about. They make like a lot of war stuff, a lot of plane stuff, and the quality is really nice, and it's actually a brand that's highly sought after if you find it. Up next, let's see here, trying to make sure I don't show the other stuff here too soon. Let's see. This I just picked up. I didn't have any idea other than seeing through the thing that it's Legos. I'm noticing it's, Lego on the studs. I've never seen any Legos just colors, so. And I just picked it up because I knew it was a bunch of Legos, and Lucas likes Legos, Tula likes Legos, and so I picked it up for them mainly. just if there's, you know, there's random stuff in there, and there's minifigs in there, and just, you know, different things for them to discover and look around and have fun looking at. Nice little Star Wars one there. But yeah, this was, and then the case is kind of decent. I thought, I could probably, you can use that case to store toys or whatever. This was just kind of again, a thing I didn't really know exactly what was in it. I was just grabbing it to make weight because I needed the price break. Let's see here. Last few things here are a pair of Nike shoes. These just got to be dusted off. They're in really good shape. I looked these up. They should go between $50 and $100. So there's another one item that should help pay for most of the cart. But then this second to last thing here really will pay for the cart. It's a, oh gosh, what was the name of the brand? I want to say Hazel something with a A. Gosh, I don't know. I forget the brand. It's hard to remember everything all the time. But anyways, it's a set of tumblers, Christmas tumblers. And there's a listing right now for just the tumblers that they're trying to get $80 for. And I've seen some sell like four at a time or just one. And the prices from just one to the 4 at a time range from $20 for just one, if I remember right, or like maybe someone wants to complete their set, or what was it, $40 for 4. So it was a sale. And so these guys are in pretty good shape. They have the original box. I wish I could remember the actual name for you, but if you're curious, you can just look up candy cane tumblers, and it pops up. It's like Hazel Austin, or gosh, I really can't remember. But this should sell for $75 with the box. People will like that it has the box, original, you know, little holder, and then the cups, which are in good shape. So someone will really like that. Should sell quickly. Christmas stuff can be highly sought after. Those look to be a good brand that with the box sells better than just the cups alone. And like I said, someone has just 8 cups listed for $80. And the last sales for, I never saw actually sales for one with the box, and I never saw any sales that were 8 cups. There was another one that was a different box, a newer box, and had 7 in it, so it didn't have the full set. And that one sold for $60 if I remember right. So this one being the older box and this one having all 8 should do really well for me. Should, in theory, like all of this really is. Maybe someday I'll do a video where I show all my sales, because a lot of times I do understand that people watch these videos and they go, oh, that's what he says he's going to make, but he doesn't make that much, which is why I try to stay on the conservative side. A lot of times my numbers, when I say 50 into 250, that's a low number usually. Normally, the reality is I usually make more than what I say I'm going to make, but I'm saying a lower number so I don't sound like I'm just blowing stuff out of proportion, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to mislead people, but I do want to record this stuff and show kind of, and be able to remember looking back at these videos how much fun it was to find certain things. That said, this last thing is very fun to look at. I bought it, like I said in the beginning, I bought it for $5, and I've never bought one before. And is this? I never seen one roll up to anybody in the 7 going on 8 years that I've been doing this. I've never seen one of these. It's a commercial grade hot dog roller, like you see in, say, like I've seen time and time again in, say, 7-Eleven. Star is the brand right there. And I plugged it in. I had to adjust the little roller thing. I had to get it back in there. This little part right here, this little wall, metal part of the wall, was bent in a little bit, and so someone had taken this roller piece off, this little grid thing. Someone had taken it off, and then in storage, this thing got bent, pushed in. And so it was hard to, I was trying to figure out how to get this thing back on. It was super hard. And then I noticed, oh, this has a curve in it. And that probably shouldn't have a curve in it. So I pushed it back out, and being that it's just light metal, it was easy to do. And then after that, it was easy to pop this thing right back on. Plugged it in, just started turning. The heat elements up here started heating. The light switch works, light came on, everything working just great. Now, this is one of those things that I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. Everybody and their grandpa was coming up to me in the thrift and being like, "Oh, you're gonna make some hot dogs, huh?" And I, was joking around with them and like saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna make some hot dogs," but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I looked them up. I just thought for $5, I have to buy this. The whole rest of the time I was in the thrift, I was carrying it around with me, so I heard the "gonna make hot dogs" thing a million times. And I looked it up. There's one for sale on eBay right now for $250. And there's one for sale on Facebook Marketplace near here for $250. And since I paid $5, I feel like I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at it for a little while, set it somewhere where it's displayed in a fun way, and then I'm probably gonna list it on Facebook Marketplace for $100. I might try for 200 or 150 or something, but at this point, my thinking is that I'll look at it for a little while and then just try and make decent money off of it. Which, if I make $100 off of this, $5 into $100 is great profit. It's out of all these things, it's right in line with how much profit I make off of generally most things that I buy. Most single item things, I kind of was doing an average out the other day, and most things average out to be like $1, $2 in cost. And generally speaking, the profit margin goes, up above $10 and $20, and oftentimes 30, 40, and 50. And in this case, just two items on this table go from $5 to realistically, a potential $200. And then just in these glasses, because glasses, again, like electronics, are 69 cents a pound. So that's about, let's call that a 5-pound box, which I doubt it's 5 pounds, but let's just for the sake of ease of math, we'll just call it a 5-pound box. It's less, meaning 69 cents a pound, it's less than $5 for that box of tumblers. And again, it should sell, let's say conservatively, let's say $50. It should sell for upwards of $50, but let's just say 50 just for ease of math again. That's $5 into less than $5 into $50. So that's kind of how a lot of these things are, fortunately. And then on top of that, you just get the fun of the hunting for it, and the fun of like things for your kids and things for around the house. I didn't put it on the table, but one of these things, I bought myself a pair of pants. You just get, like, there's so many benefits to, let's say, reselling and just thrifting that you get from, in terms of just going out and doing it. You get to know that you're giving something a second life. Oftentimes, you're getting things onto people, like collectors say, that are really into these things and experience like a happiness inside themselves that you're a part of, because you get to get it onto them. So, and then again, like just looking at my wall, that's kind of how I am with a lot of stuff. I don't really consider myself a collector, but I have a lot of things laying around waiting for them to sell. And it's fun to have them laying around. It makes for a fun environment. It's fun to find them, and it's beneficial just in so many ways. So that was the fun surprise, a hot dog machine. It's so funny how small it looks in my house compared to when I was at the thrift. It just took up half the cart, and I was just like, man, this thing's huge. What am I gonna do with it? The whole time. But I'm like, I have to buy it. It's $5. But now that I've gotten it home, I had it on the shelf or on the kitchen counter when I was testing it, and I have it here now, and I'm just like, oh, it's actually kind of small. So it won't even take up as much space as I thought it might. When I do find out where I'm gonna put it for the little bit, until I'll probably sell it in the summertime, I guess, I imagine. Maybe even at a garage sale. Someone will come by, and it will be one of the good things at my garage sale that makes my garage sale a great garage sale or whatever. But anyways, that's this week's, I guess, video. I'll have the link in the description to the eBay store. A lot of this stuff will be on there, and then a lot of the stuff from the past videos is on there. And let's see, what else? Subscribe if you like this kind of video. Probably should have said that already. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I look forward to bringing you the next one. All right, take care.